Is what?
It must be Washington, D.C.
What is that building right behind you? The big, that one?
Let me see. I think that's the Capitol building. That's where the Congress is.
So your problem is not necessarily with the fast food companies?
It's shared. I think that parents need to know what's going to happen to their kids when they're feeding them certain kinds of foods. But I do have problems with the fast food chains and how they target 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, and persuade them to do things that are unhealthy for them.
See, here's my problem.
Yeah.
Everybody always talks about rights in the country, and they never, ever talk about the responsibility. And I know you're talking about corporate responsibility, but I think personal responsibility needs to play a role. I mean, if you're,
Listen.
I mean, when you're talking school, I get it. But if you're talking Burger King on the block, hey, fatso, don't go to Burger King.
Hey, I agree with you completely. That's why I'm a writer. I wrote Fast Food Nation so that responsible adults could know what they're eating and make a decision based on the information. This children's book does the same thing. These fast food companies spend over $3 billion a year on TV advertising. Have you seen a McDonald's ad that shows you where the meat's coming from or the potatoes? They're not talking to you about where the food comes from.
I mean, I like beef, and I don't need to go to a slaughterhouse. I get it. I mean, we cut the cow up. I understand.
You know, there's cattle raised all kinds of ways. I eat beef, I eat hamburgers, but I'll tell you, there's certain hamburgers I don't eat, and it's good to know if you're going to eat this stuff, but especially...
Why aren't you eating it?
If you saw some of these gigantic feedlots and some of these gigantic processing plants, hey, no one's ever made food this way before in human history. It's not a pretty sight, and the point is this. If children are going to be fed food, it's really important to know where that food came from and what it's going to do to your kids. We have terrible health problems among American children, and the food is a fundamental cause, I think. So I'm not saying we should shut down these places. I don't think there should be any restrictions on what they can sell, but I think there should be restrictions on how they target children and how they advertise to children. We don't let companies market cigarettes to kids. We don't let them sell beer to toddlers in schools. And this food, you know, is linked to perhaps the leading cause of preventable death in the United States.
15-year-old invented the burger, right?
15-year-old invented the burger. Brilliant American innovation. Took some meatballs, took 2 slices of bread, squished them. There you have the first hamburger.
I thought it was Louis' Lunch in New Haven, Connecticut that did it.
Well, there's a lot of debate over it, but we really brought it back to Charlie Nagreen in Wisconsin.
Eric, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. Bye-bye.